Yo, they're talking about Cern. Do y'all know about the Cern technology, peoples, that's out there? We're gonna watch this video for the first time, and I'm gonna react to it as it plays. You heard? But Cern is the technology that takes you to different dimensions. If you never heard of Cern before, well, you hear about it now. I'm CLP, and this is the Holding the Vibe podcast. You know what I mean? So let's get it. Can't believe this shit, yo. Different dimensions, people.
An organization for nuclear research, or Cern, as it's better known, have discovered a way to open up an interdimensional portal. Cern's scientific discoveries are yet again turning everything we thought we knew about the universe on its head, changing the fields of physics and astronomy as we know it.
We just had collisions at an unprecedented energy, 13.6 tera-electron volt, and this opens a new era of exploration at Cern.
This time, the discovery has been made by a team of physicists and technologists working on the Large Hadron Collider, the world's most powerful particle accelerator. In today's video, we'll be taking a deep dive into the secretive intergovernmental organization and how they, in theory, were able to open up a portal into another dimension. One of the biggest scientific experiments ever conducted, bringing together over 10,000 scientists from 85 different countries, the LHC measures over 27 kilometers in circumference and stretches beneath the Swiss-French border. Weighing over 7,000 tons, the LHC is so powerful that scientists were able to create the conditions that occurred 1/billionth of a second after the universe began.
The goal of the Large Hadron Collider,
You heard that?
with heavy ions, and namely the ALICE experiment in particular, is to recreate conditions that existed some 10 microseconds after the Big Bang, when all of the matter in the universe was in the form of very hot soup of quarks and gluons.
They've been conducting experiments with the LHC since 2008, where they recreated the Big Bang. However, in July 2022, they attempted their biggest experiment to date. Officially, the experiment was supposed to learn more about Higgs boson and how particles interact with each other. But rumors have abounded that they were attempting to open a portal to an alternate universe.
So now we are ready to inject the LHC in beam 1 and in beam 2.
Start power
3
group
bunches, between nominal bunches, up to 10 to the 11 protons.
Start power group
Bunches will be set up for injection
1235.
and getting ready for ramp.
On the fateful day of the experiment, Cern's control room was flooded with reports from scientists all around the world that something had gone wrong. It's said that when the experiment was over, a strange energy had been released that couldn't be explained. Now, this energy has come to be known as the portal incident. For over 14 hours during the experiment, the Earth's crucial geomagnetic field that protects us from the sun's radiation was weakened. Solar wind was able to pass through a massive gap that had been torn open by Cern's experiment, causing a massive fluctuation in the global electrical grid. The worldwide LHC computing grid was impacted, which provides data storage for over 500,000 CPUs in 200 computer centers globally. The Earth's geomagnetic field is crucial to supporting life on Earth, as it protects us from solar radiation, cosmic radiation, and other space-borne threats. Now, while the incident was short-lived and the world's electrical grid returned to normal within a few hours, no one can be sure as to what happened during that time. It's no coincidence that an event like this has never been recorded in the entirety of human history until Cern's experiment.
When you're talking about the Large Hadron Collider and physics experiments at this level, the key word is energy. What they're trying to do there is mimic, approach the energies that happened at the beginning of the Big Bang. When all the energy that was released, some of it stayed energy, a lot of it turned into matter. And so if you want to understand the nature of that matter, you need to pull it apart and have a good look at it. And you do that by banging particles into each other that smash into their constituent particles, elements, even, smaller and smaller and smaller subatomic elements. And you need huge energies to do that.
Current theories that are emerging are numerous. Some of them are pretty ridiculous, but many of them actually have scientific weight behind them. Quantum physicist Max Laughlin, a 17-year-old genius known as the smartest kid in the world right now, believes that Cern destroyed the universe when they conducted their experiment. He believes the force exerted during Cern's experiments shifted particles between dimensions, creating what he calls an infinite loop that plucked us out of our current timeline and placed us onto an alternate timeline. His justification for this is the finding of 3 new subatomic particles found in the debris that had not been discovered by any other experiment before. Other scientists believe that Cern may have accidentally opened a portal to an alternate universe, allowing beings or substances from another dimension to pass through into ours. Demons are one explanation, with some saying that Cern opened a portal to hell with the Large Hadron Collider. Many have drawn similarities with the Book of Revelations 9:2, which speaks of a bottomless pit that angels who have sinned are cast into.
Yeah, I believe this.
Theorists believe that the mysterious energy released during the experiment is from this bottomless pit. Many have begun to associate the Large Hadron Collider's 7.2-kilometer circular structure with the ring of the pit. This ties closely with theories from within Cern attempting to open portals for demons to enter our world via the collider.
And this phase of prepare ramp, will be setting up all the systems at LHC, from the radio frequency cavities to the magnets, the collimators. All these systems will be
successful in their attempt or not is still unknown. We may never know what happened on that day, and indeed whether Cern did succeed in opening a portal to another world. The organization has remained incredibly tight-lipped on what actually happened and what experiments they performed.
If you notice, that's how these science people come up with new things, inventions, by accident. Because if you heard, it was an accident that left a hole in the atmosphere, whatever it is, the hole that let all the space air come in. Y'all believe this, people? Y'all believe this? This machine takes you to another dimension, man. Y'all know style.
Forming, further fueling the theories that they have indeed opened a portal to another world.
The Higgs boson, of course, was kind of a holy grail to find, because we knew it was there, and finally we managed to find it. And now there is a lot of work going on to study it. It's a little bit like you discover a new cave in a mountain, then you take a lot of time in order to explore the cave and to understand how this cave goes, if there are paintings, if there are no paintings.
Cern is a highly secretive international agency that has repeatedly made waves in the news for its mind-boggling experiments and discoveries. It's an intergovernmental organization funded by 23 member states with the goal of researching particle physics and advancing scientific knowledge.
A new chapter, Run 3 of the Large Hadron Collider, will give us collisions at higher energy than before, and also an amount of data equivalent to the total amount of data recorded in the previous 2 runs. And this, of course, will increase our opportunities for discovery or for understanding the fundamental laws of the universe.
In its simplest form, Cern's main purpose is to explore the fundamentals of the universe in order to gain a deeper understanding of how it works and to unlock new capabilities like time travel. Since its inception in 1954, Cern has been pushing the boundaries of science and technology by constructing sophisticated equipment to test their theories, including the Large Hadron Collider, the LHC, a 17-mile-long particle accelerator. Now, on the surface, Cern looks like a prestigious government agency that seeks to better the world. But what if it had a secret agenda that had been hidden from the public's view. For years, Cern has been a name synonymous with the occult. In 2016, they made headlines after footage was uncovered of scientists performing a human sacrifice at the Large Hadron Collider grounds. The video shows multiple haunting figures dressed in black robes walking ritualistically before a woman is attacked. Later explained as a faked human sacrifice, which the organization claimed was a prank, they didn't condone it as it undermined the scientific nature of our work. Now, although Cern claims this incident to be a hoax, many Redditors and internet theorists believe that this is proof of a secret agenda. Combined with their hailing of Lord Shiva, many people think that they're attempting to open a portal into another dimension by tapping into dark forces. Lord Shiva is known to represent the destroyer of worlds, and the organization loves him so much that they have a life-size statue of him at their headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland, which is also where the supposedly fake human sacrifice occurred. Whether this is true or not, well, it remains to be seen, but certainly makes for an interesting thought experiment as we explore the depths of what Cern is truly capable of. Now we've discussed in detail the theories behind their July 7th experiment and the potential outcomes of it. But let's take a step back and look at the science behind the Large Hadron Collider. The LHC is essentially a particle accelerator that accelerates protons to near light speed. These protons then collide with each other, creating subatomic particles, allowing them to study their properties.
That's the Cern machine. Do y'all believe that though? This machine can take you to a different dimensions or bring stuff into this dimension? But you already know there's so many different dimensions around us where we cannot interact with. So now this machine is able to take us there. I wonder how long this technology has been around, because you know ain't nothing new under the sun. And the ancients, our ancestors, they used to travel through the pyramids, meditate and go to the different parts of the cosmos. You know what I mean? So technology's back up now. But here we go with that Cern machine, y'all. Channel is star. Thanks for tapping in.